So I'm in a Russia game, right? And I'm in a little bit of in a pickle. You see, these Ottomans, they're really strong. They have 189,000 men in their army, with 78,000 in reserves, and are also up on tech, and they finished all their ideas. And look at these ideas, man! Quality and quantity, as well as administrative. So not only do they have like really strong armies and like a shit ton of manpower and like the ability to like land more men in the field, but they can also expand like really fast because they have I believe minus at least minus 40% corporation costs, because administrative gives you actually no, minus 50. Right, because they have minus 50 percent corporation costs in your ideas, as well as minus 25% in administrative ideas. And so I took quantity, administrative, and trade, which is important because the thing is that the Ottomans didn't take anything that improves their economy. They only took things that improve their military and that improve their capacity to expand. So here's how I'm gonna deal with them. You see, the way to deal with the Ottomans like early on is to just deal with them early on. Like for example, if they're like in an early war with the Mamluks, or Venice, or like any other power, like it never happened because, well, or with Austria-Hungary. But the thing is that Hungary never fell into a personal union with Austria because they chose to go with Hunyadi in the event that allows them to get a von Habsburg on their throne, or as an heir. So, and not to mention the fact that Austria lost the emperorship and it's now the Palatinate. Those guys, which are very small, minor in the HRE. And plus, I couldn't really do anything to the Ottomans because I was Muscovy, and Muscovy is pretty weak early on. They're more of like a snowbally nation to play as. Like right now, I'm like really powerful. Like my income is good, but the problem is that the Ottomans' income is also really good. Let's look at the income. Yeah, they have 50 ducats more to me in income, which, I mean, it's not that much, but it means that they're able to like support more men and also a stronger navy. So I'm gonna have some problems with Crimea and stuff like that because I need to like take both. Can I click? Okay, here we go. I have to take both of these provinces in order to move across that strait. I guess that's how straits work. So I have three options. I can either, one, just wait until the 1600s. Well, no. This is what I would do. If you decide to play as Russia, which, I mean, to the people who I'm saying this to, probably not, because they don't even own the fucking game in the first place. But this is what you do as Russia in this situation when dealing with a quality administrative quantity Ottomans who's like this strong already. I mean, like they've already like taken out the Mamluks basically. Yeah, no. You can either do three things. One, you can wait until the 1600s and the age of absolutism, and just focus on expanding eastward and like further into Poland and maybe the HRE and Finland and Scandinavia and stuff like that. Because the age of absolutism, which is at 1600, after the after global trade is invented, because of the new decadence mechanic, the Ottomans actually lose. The Ottomans start with like a +1 I believe, monthly decadence uh, like modifier that basically allows them to be like really powerful because decadence basically like builds up over time. Like the more estate policies you have, these things, um, and the more decadence you have as the Ottomans, the less discipline, which affects how much how resilient your men are in battle, as well as like corruption and reform growth costs. I can't remember. I might have to look later. Um, but yeah. Um, so thing is that I could just simply wait like what is it like 66 years instead of the age of absolutism and just like watch the Ottomans crumble because because the AI like funny enough I've noticed that they don't like focus as much on absolutism, which in order to actually get absolutism you have to remove the state privileges, and you know that kind of ties to decadence. So Ottomans usually like fall off after 1600 in this batch, as they should, because that's literally how the game is wired, how their AI is wired. Um, but you know I could do that, but I don't like to wait in these games. And funny enough, I actually quit gameplay. I actually quit playthroughs like up to like 1600. So just like waiting up to there is just like me like just not fulfilling my dreams of restoring the historical Russian Empire borders. That's so weird for me to say, but it's true. I need to get this. I need to get this land because not only do I have a mission for it, Black Sea access, which gives me modifiers, as well as permit claims. Wait, gets claims in the Caucasus region, which is down here, right? Yeah, down here. Which will allow me to get further claims on the Ottomans. But also, I have an economic reason. You see, trade is not really that complex once you actually like understand the mechanics behind it. Astrakhan, this trade node right here, which I fully control, except for like 3 provinces down here that are owned by Gazikamuk, who are actually a vassal of the Ottomans. I did not know that. Okay, so I'm gonna have to deal with them when I fight the Ottomans, which is not that hard. I mean, like they're 3 province minor, so. But look here. Despite me owning like a vast majority of the trade node, the Ottomans have 24% trade power in the trade node. Why is that? Well, it's because they have full power over the Crimean trade node, which means that that trade power that they have like carries upstream to my trade node in Astrakhan. So I need to get rid of. I need to take the lands in Crimea from the Ottomans so that I can then gain more trade power in Crimea and thus more trade power in Astrakhan. It's all economics. And so like okay, which brings me to my next strategy. Is to just scale more than them. Because I have the capability to scale more. Because I'm currently taking trade ideas, which is a really good trade group, really good idea group when it comes to trade, but also just growing the economy in general. Because it gives bonuses like extra merchants, gives you like 2 merchants, and it gives you merchant trade power, trade efficiency, trade steering, which is really important, and caravan power, which is also really important. And global trade power, which is really important. Like these are like really good modifiers, and plus, the policies that come with them are also really good. Goods produced modifier. That's really important when making money because goods produced, basically, multiplies, like it like 1 goods produced is equal to 5 production development in terms of like money, because Because let's see. Yeah, because if I develop Moscow by 1, it increases local goods produced by zero point 0.2. So a goods produced is 5 production development, which is really valuable. So, and like this modifier basically multiplies the price of the trade good that's actually in the province and turns it into money and trade. So if I focus on goods produced, like right now I'm in my golden age, my golden era, which is actually going to end in 10 years. Wait, is it going to show, like... I guess not, it's not going to show, like, the bonuses you get. Okay, but I'm basically getting, like, plus 10% goods produced. I mean, I guess I could just look in here. Here we go. Yeah, see, like, plus 10% gold, goods produced from my golden era. So, and, like, I predict that, as I move more east, I can then make more trade companies, and I can then like get more merchants because I'll be able to get more trade power in the trade companies, in those trade nodes, and I'll be able to like transfer more money over here, which will give me a lot of money in general, which will allow me to scale more than the Ottomans since they're not focused on trade, though they might pick up trade ideas or like maybe economic ideas. Probably trade because they haven't picked a diplomatic idea set yet. So yeah, they're probably going to pick trade, in that case, I'm just at a disadvantage in general, which brings me into my third point. Just fight them. Because I mean, yes, they do have 59,000 more men than me, but I'm Russia, which means that I get more ideas than them and like more like modifiers than them that deal with like manpower and manpower recovery speed, which is important to recovering manpower, of course. So I could just fight a war of attrition, and that way, when I fight wars against them, I'm basically like it doesn't matter like whether or not I take provinces. I just need to slow him down, because the key to the Ottomans is that you're kind of on like a time clock until like the age of absolutism. If you don't expand fast enough, then you're fucked, because that guess will roll around and be like, oh yeah, yeah, if you don't like fight wars and stuff and you don't like appease the janissaries, then yeah, you're screwed. So the idea is to expand as much as possible as the Ottomans, and they're failing at that because of me. Because I fought a war with them earlier for these 3 provinces right here to give to my Chernigov, Chernigov vassal. But I also like killed like over 100,000 Ottomans in that war, so prevented them from like expanding as much. So that's what my ultimate that's like my plan B. My plan A is to like scale up and development and trade more than the Ottomans, so I can then field more men to eventually like crush them decisively. But my plan B, if they choose to go for trade ideas and they actually complete them by the time I'm actually like fully developed, then I will just fight them. Well, actually no. In the meantime of like me developing, I will fight them. I'll just fight like on like small scale wars with them. I'll like, I'll like raise their lands and shit like that. Like if I even like get to, depends on like how strong they are. I mean like my troop quality is pretty good. I mean like I have good generals. God, my mouse is so stupid. I need to get a new mouse. I have like plus 10% cavalry, cannon ability, and plus 20% cavalry combat ability, which they also get. So, wait, do they? No, they get plus 15%. But I'm pretty sure in quality, right? Yeah, they get an extra plus 10%. So they actually have more cavalry combat ability than me, which kind of sucks. But I'm at least like on par with them. If we go over here, and I'm actually like better than them in terms of morale. Yeah, I mean it's not that much. And my discipline's also like really good because I have the icon of Saint Michael, and also I have an advisor that increases my discipline. Yeah. So my plan is to like scale up economically, but in the meantime, I'm gonna like fight the Ottomans as hard as I can and try to prevent their expansion and try to dwindle the manpower because I really need these I really need these black seaports, just like historical Russia. Russia also like fought the Ottomans over these lands, back in like the I believe the 1600s. Yeah, um, or well actually yeah the 1600s. Yeah, because Russia needed warm seaports. That's basically it. That's the only reason why Russia took these lands. So yeah.